The weekends is back, and then Chelsea will be taking on Wolves tomorrow at the Molineux. And I'm here to give you the latest update concerning about Chelsea ahead of that game. Liam Reseniour held a press conference yesterday to give us some of the things we need to know ahead of the game, and there has been changes. Enzo Maresca used to take his press conference 24 hours before every match. Now, Liam Reseniour is taking his press conference 48 hours before every match. It's unfortunate I wasn't able to bring you that yesterday. But let's start with our injury news. Jamie Gittens is out due to hamstring injury, and he'll be out for a very long time. But the timeline has not been provided yet by Liam Reseniour. But according to him, James and Pedri Neto will be facing a late test before the game because they have trained with the squad, but they will have to face a late test. Now, he also confirmed that Estevao Williams and Cole Palmer is 100% fit and ready to play full 90 minutes versus Wolves. He makes further, he talked further about Cole Palmer. He said what they are doing with Cole Palmer is also the same thing they are doing with all the players. They want the players to make the right test because they need them to be able to fit and play every minute. He said that Cole Palmer, he knows, wants to play every minute, and he doesn't call that one as frustration. But Cole Palmer knows what is at stake because they have played a lot of games, the Club World Cup, and they want to go to the World Cup too. And as a player, Cole Palmer has developed and he's maturing into a more human being. So at the moment, they are making sure that every player reach to the level that and play at the level they need to be. Now, he talked about the Arsenal defeat. He said he understands the noise, and the noise doesn't surprise him. It comes with that kind of territory. He said that what teams do doesn't actually have any impact on him, and it has nothing to do with him. And what people talk about the way they play has nothing to do with his decision. This was in respect of how Newcastle went toe to toe with Manchester City and they got blatted in the first half. So he was asked this question, and that's what he said. He said, "We didn't go through, so there are always things you can do differently." But that was a very, very solid performance, and the game could have gone easily on our way. So you clarify the shouting of Arsenal players. He said he didn't shout the Arsenal players, but the Arsenal staff and some of the players were actually encroaching in their territory, affecting their what, interfering with their warm-up session, and he thought that was lack of disrespect. And today, Mikel Arteta in his press conference actually apologized for that. With Garnacho criticism, he said he has spoken to all the players, and then some of the players really had a terrible first half in the game against West Ham. Not only Garnacho, but Garnacho actually did fantastically well when he came second half in the game against Arsenal. So he didn't understand where the criticism is coming from. He also reacted to the Arsenal loss. He said the players were devastated. It was a massive blow because they believed they could go through, and at some point in time, the game was on them to take. The game could have gone on their way. He answered the best 11 question again. He said he answered that question earlier, but that question still repeats himself. He said he doesn't have a best 11. He doesn't think that having a best 11 is the way to go. He's learning with the group and everything about the group. They know the journey I want to go with them. That is the players. He also talked about the preparation with what he said preparing against Wolves. It's the same way they prepare against other teams. He said they put in a very good performance against Wolves, but they were unfortunate not to get the result. But they are really, really doing well recently. He said he was asked about British manager, lack of British managers in the English Premier League. He said he doesn't want to speak on behalf of other managers, but he believes that the Premier League is a very big league worldwide. So getting into the Premier League is very, very, very difficult because every good coach wants to be there, and it is very difficult for British coaches. But Rob is an outstanding coach. He also talked about Strasbourg being a junior team and Chelsea being a senior team. He said he doesn't really see that because Mahmoud Yusa came back to Chelsea, but Aaron Anselino is also a fantastic player that went the other way. That one Fafana also went the other way. But the best thing for the goal, the ultimate goal is what? For the both clubs to be successful. He talked about Chaluba's important. He said, Trev, the way he's playing, I said to the players, I will gauge everything on them, on what I see now, not what happened before. Trevor has been one of the brightest sparks. He loves his club. He understands what it takes to win, and he has made a fantastic impression to us so far. So these are the full summary of what happens in the press conference, some of the latest updates ahead of the Chelsea game against Wolves. Let me know your actions on the comment section.